Stanislav, can you tell us more about L-1B specialized knowledge visa? Because you're talking about L-1A a lot, but not much about L-1B. Definitely, we're going to discuss this video today, guys. And at the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your L-1 case. Let's go! Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. We're going to be talking about L-1B visa today, and I will let you know what exactly you will need to get L-1B visa approved. And pay attention, I'm going to be talking about this visa from the perspective of the employee, not the employer. Okay, so in this respect, this video is absolutely unique. So, what is L-1B visa? L-1B visa is a transfer of employer from a company from outside of the US to the company in the US. Those two companies must be affiliated, so both companies are under control and management of one person, one entity, or a combination of persons and entities. Okay, so it's the same person or people or companies that control both those businesses, and you have been working in a company outside of the US for at least 1 year. L1 visa is given to you for 5 years. So you can come to the US and be here for at least 5 years. And of course, you can then get a green card through classic EB2 or EB3 visas through the labor certification process. Now, what are the qualifications we need to show that you possess? And L1B visa is for those of you who have and they call it specialized knowledge, so kind of unique understanding of the processes, of equipment, of business, of the nature of the business, of software, or having some specialized training for that particular business in the company outside of the US. In other words, we have to prove that the people with your qualifications, with your knowledge and your skills and your education and your training, and any combination of those or only one of those, are not readily available here in the US. For example, you are an IT specialist and you've been working on the software of your company for a couple of years. You coded a lot of lines, you've coded a lot of things, you know all the features, you know all the bugs, you know everything. It's gonna take how many months, maybe years, to train someone like you, to find, especially in the US, and especially if the software is not US made, but it's used in the US. It's almost impossible. It's very, very hard. So L1B visa is for you. And of course, this visa is much better for people who work in the companies that are affiliated, because you don't have to be a manager, you don't have to be an executive, you don't have to have anyone under your control. Okay, you may, but you don't have to. Knowing something unusual is what we need to prove. How are we going to prove it? And here is the difficulty number one. We need to provide the documents that show what exactly you're doing, how you got to this point, that your functions are what we claim it to be. Basically, we need to show all the insides of your work and your training and your hiring process. It's not as hard, I believe, as opposed to showing that someone is an executive or a manager or the functional manager. If we're getting L1A visa, okay, that's much harder. L1B is a different animal, so we need to kind of show your work in isolation, something that you already have and need to produce to my team so we could pack up that in your petition. Now, what are the steps you need to take to start your process with L1B visa? First of all, you need to fill out a free evaluation form. It's below this video in the link. It's gonna say free evaluation business visas. So you fill it out. If some questions you don't know the answers to, don't worry, just skip it, okay? Answer those that you know. And within 2 days, I will get back to you and give you a free analysis of your case. Basically saying if you qualify for this type of visa, if you have a potential, and if you do, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning, where I will build the written strategy for you to get approval for this case. And of course, then you have to hire my company, and probably your company is going to pay for all these services. Step number 2. Be committed to your case, because without your involvement, without you being a full part of this process, it's going to be impossible to produce the result. Okay, so be committed, be ready to have 15 hours a week for the next 2-3 months. Okay, and then in 6 months we're going to make a petition, file it, get it approved with the expedited processing within 15 days, and about 2-3 months after that you'll get your visa stamped, and you will be able to bring your spouse and your kids to the US and start your 5-year period of working here in America. Step number 3. Start organizing your things around this trip. Like I said, 8 months from the beginning, you will be leaving for the US, so make sure you organize your life, you do everything you have to do, all your commitments, all your obligations in your country, so you're free to come here and start working in America. And step number 4, once you get the L-1B, start the conversation with your employer in the US about the future possibility of filing for a labor certification to get your green card in the future. And because this process may take 2-3 years, and your 5 years, that it's more than 3 years, but still, you need to know if you will have the possibility to get that nice benefit. But step number 1, free evaluation is below this video. Do it right now. Don't postpone it till Easter, till weekend, till Lord knows what. Do it right now. Also, smash that like button under this video because you love my content. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because this is a great YouTube channel. I am one of the best, if it's not the best. Also, I have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. All the links are below this video. I am Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.